Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to day 2 of this week's lowest DPM tanks per tier. Yesterday we had tier 4, today we have tier 5. So the lowest DPM tank in tier 5 is this tank right here, the Panzer 4G. Now, this is a German medium tank, and I was actually very surprised to see this as the lowest DPM tank. To be honest, I've not really seen much about this tank. I don't really see the tank. But when I went to have a look to see how many battles I've actually had in this tank on my own account, I've actually had 50 battles. So maybe that was when I first started Blitz, I don't know. But even now in tier 5, if I ever go play tier 5, it's not a tank you often see. But having played this to get the footage, I mean, this tank has 1014, I think, or 1018 DPM. And it's actually lower than all the heavies. I mean, the KV1 has much more than this, I think 1200. So the KV220, that has 1400. So I was pleasantly surprised to see this the lowest DPM tank in tier 5. Now, I hate to admit it, but when I was playing this tank to get this footage, I really enjoyed this tank, and it doesn't feel like it's the lowest DPM tank in the game. I mean, 7.4 seconds reload, and it can do up to 200 damage per shot. So not bad. It's not bad. It has armor. It has frontal armor, which is very troll. You do get some bounces in this game. I mean, now we are up to 755 blocks damage, which doesn't seem a lot, but that's more than my hit points. So we've just blocked equivalent to like tier 10, 2,200 damage. So blocking 755 damage in a tier 5 is not bad. So that was my first battle on False Creek, 1,500 damage. We make credits as well, 50,000 credits. We get the steel wall, second class, we get the high caliber, and we get more than double than any of our other team. So moving on to our next battle, each battle gets better. So this battle, it is again tier 4, all the battles are tier 4. Against tier 6, I mean, you do suffer against the big heavies and the big guns, I mean the KV2s especially, and tanks like that. But the front armor on this thing, and we're going to come up against another Panzer 4G on the enemy team, and you can just see how actually troll the armor is. Now we're on Copperfield. Now there's a lot of fast tanks in this game. I mean, we've got 3 mediums and 2 light tanks. Our 2 heavies have gone the other side, so we need to support our heavies against the 2 heavies on the enemy team. So we are just getting crossfire shots. Although most of the medium tanks on the enemy team are now spotted around this area and around spawn, but I want to ignore them, and I still want to go for the heavies up there, just to help our heavies in bringing those hit points down, and enough for them to deal with. So you can see now the KV1 is a one-shot. I'm going to try the HE, doesn't work, and now we should be okay. It's 2 heavies up there versus 1 heavy, and now we can start dealing with these medium tanks and these light tanks. So we're now on 700 damage. We've got the A20 down to a one-shot. Here comes the tier 4 Panzer 4D, which back in the day was one of my favourite tier 4 tanks. Everyone liked the A20s, and I liked the Panzer 4Ds. I thought it was one of the best tier 4 tanks, along with the DW2. So now it is 4 versus 4. Now we're going up against a tier 5 Matilda Black Prince, which has fantastic DPM. I mean, this battle here, we haven't blocked any damage at all. So we're going to hide now from this Matilda Black Prince, and really I want to deal with this MA-A1 because he's, for me, more dangerous than this Black Prince. But I'm not going to waste a shot. I'm not going to waste time. Our team are now going to rush this Black Prince, so he's no longer the most dangerous target. It is this M4, which could have sight shots. So we do take care of him, and now we have 3 tanks on this Matilda. Now I'm not going to. I don't know where this shot went. That just disappeared, which is unfortunate because we do miss out on a little bit of damage. We are going to get the kill though, but only 40 odd damage done to him, and it's now a 4 versus 2. So now we're going to come up against another Panzer 4G. And you're going to see, just look at troll that armor is. I mean, the bottom plate is easily pennable, but you've got you've got to aim at that bottom plate. Now, the aim time is not the best on this tank, and you don't want to miss because you have a 7.4 second reload. So we're going to just shoot the gold just to make it a little bit more easier. We're going to rush in and we shoot the only bit of red on his tank. But it doesn't matter now, he is a one shot, so we still use an APCR. You don't need APCR when you are side on, but I just didn't switch. So now it is just 4 against 1, and it's just this T1 heavy, which we can come around the side. One of my team is going to shoot him enough now for me to get the final kill. So 1600 damage, 5 kills, and we do end up on a first class. Make some nice credits, 42,000 credits, Top Gun, high caliber, and we get the Radleys. And me and the Y5 T34 did very well. And now we're going to move on to the last battle, the best battle, and it is on Dead Rail, and again it is against tier 4. Now this battle I really enjoyed. I actually did really well, considering it's a tier 4 game, and tier 5 I don't do too bad damage wise. So again, lower tiers you're always going to have fast tanks, you're always going to have a few mediums and a few light tanks. So we are going to push this medium side, and we spot like 4 of the enemy already. Now we don't want to get shot by them, so we're just going to back up and we're going to use hard cover when we are on this quite big reload for a tier 5. And we're going to get the shot in on the Anko, who does shoot us in return. So now we have to wait. We are 1 tank down. I do poke out, which is probably a bad move considering there's 3 or 4 tanks there, but we do double block the 2 tanks. So we've now blocked 280 damage. We're on 500 damage, and now we're just going to poke. Nice high roll there, 200 damage, puts the Anko down to a 2-shot. And this Panzer 4G, sorry, who is the same tank as me, but he is very low hit points. So he's only on 97 hit points. You can see we're going to use the APCR just to guarantee the pen. We don't want to miss, but he does penetrate us as I'm coming up the hill and as I haven't got the gun depression, but we do finally take him out for my first kill. So it is now 2 tanks down for us and 1 tank down for the enemy, but they have got a few low hit point tanks now. We're going to get that shot in on the Leopard, putting him down to a 1-shot. The Anko is going to shoot us, so we really need to take him out because I am now a 1-shot for him. So we take him out for my second kill, and this Panzer 4D is also going to penetrate us, putting us down to only 21 HP with 5 tanks left alive. So now I need to worry about the tanks that are the side of me. And here comes the Leopard. I need a high roll, and that is exactly what I get. Luckily, we bounced 25 damage. We've only got 21 damage, so we do get very lucky there. And we also get lucky that that DW2 misses, and we get a shot on him, putting him now down to a 1-shot. Now, I really want to get rid of this DW2. He's a very good tank, even though he is the lowest DPM tank in tier 4, but he's still a very good tank. So we have taken them out, and it now just leaves the Stug and a Matilda on the enemy team. Now, the Matilda has great rate of fire, great armor, and he can kill me with 1 shot easily. I'm on 4 kills and 1800 damage, so we've already done very well. Now, here is the Matilda, 500 hit points. We do get lucky. We're waiting for him to poke. He does poke. We get the shot, and we get that lucky bounce. But that shot there pushes us over the 2000 mark, which is a remarkable job for a tier 5 tank. Any tier 5 tank, 2000 damage is a good job. A good, very good battle. But I don't want to get shot. I don't want to just waste this opportunity and just rush to get any more shots on. I'm just going to wait. Now, we're going to try and use this train as cover. And just as we come around, we can see him through the train, but we rush our shot. He misses his shot, so I'm going to hide behind these trains, and I'm actually going to get shot. Luckily, again, we bounced, so we've now bounced 590 damage. We're going to poke forward, get that shot in on him, putting him now down to a 1-shot. So all I need is just 1 more shot into him. So we're going to rush around. We have got my M5A1 Stuart there as well, who is going to shoot him, leaving him on 50 or 90 or so hit points. And now I just need to poke out, and hopefully he's not aiming, and he's not, for our 5th kill. So 2,286 damage. Not bad for the lowest DPM tank in tier 5. So that is the Panzer 4G, lowest DPM tank in tier 5. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Come back tomorrow for tier 6, and I will see you then. Goodbye.